Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of Psalms, the 112th chapter. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. And why? Because what the reward that's going to come for that man is great. Right? Those that fear the Lord, for one, the Lord delights in those that fear him. But there's a great reward coming to those that delight greatly in the commandments of the Lord. Because if you delight in the commandments of the Lord, you're going to keep those commandments. And if you keep the commandments of the Lord and you follow his ways, then you're going to gain salvation, right? If you're of his elect. And you will be, because only his elect are going to do that, right? To do what is pleasing unto him. Verse 2, it says, his seed shall be mighty upon earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. You see that? So concerning him that greatly delights in the Lord's commandments, his seed is going to be mighty. Right? It's going to grow. It's going to flourish. That's in the book of Isaiah. And the generation of the upright shall be blessed. Right? Their descendants are going to be blessed. Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endureth forever. Okay, and yes, we will have carnal riches, right, and wealth, but this also signifies knowledge. Right, the wisdom, the truth shall be in his house, shall be, in his dwelling. Paul likens, right, the riches, the knowledge, the wisdom onto riches. Romans 11:33. Right, it says here, and his righteousness endureth forever. Unto the upright there ariseth light in the darkness. He is gracious. And what is that light? That guiding light. So what is the benefit of light in darkness? To lead you in the right path. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous. Right, it says here, light shines in the darkness for the godly. They are generous, compassionate, and righteous. And those are all, good traits, right? Traits that are favorable to the Lord. Verse 5, a good man sheweth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion. It says here, good comes to those who lend money generously and conduct their business fairly, right? Guiding his affairs with discretion. Verse 6, surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. You see that? Because they're going to get to themselves that immortal memorial. That is that everlasting name. So as it says, the righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. And not only is it going to be a name, but it will also be at that everlasting life, right? Which Yahweh Shai is going to bring with him. But Solomon spoke about that, right? That wisdom brings to an everlasting name. Verse 7, he shall not be afraid of evil tidings, right? Evil news, bad news. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. And let's get a precept on that. Why is he not going to be afraid of evil tidings, right? Because his heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. Isaiah 26:3, thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, his heart is fixed. Why? Because he trusteth in thee. Did we not just read that? Right? Trusting in the Lord. So he's not going to be afraid of evil tidings because the Lord is going to keep him in perfect peace. Verse 8, his heart is established, he shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies. Right? Let's read this in the NIV. It says, their hearts are secure. They will have no fear. In the end, they will look in triumph on their foes, because the Lord is going to give them the victory over their enemies. Verse 9, he hath dispersed, he hath given to the poor. Right? That's basically to disperse, to give out. His righteousness endureth forever. His horn, right? The scriptures say that charity covereth a multitude of sins. His horn shall be exalted with honor. Right? And that horn also signifies power. So it's in the NLT, it says, they share freely and give generously to those in need. Their good deeds will be remembered forever. They will have influence and honor. Verse 10, the wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall gnash with his teeth and melt away the desire of the the desire of the wicked shall perish. Okay, and that's what's going to happen to Esau, right? His desire, his enterprise is going to fail, and he's going to perish. Right? It says here, the wicked will see this and be infuriated. They will grind their teeth in anger. They will sink away, their hopes thwarted. Because the wicked is, it's like the wicked is also envious, of the blessing of the righteous. And that's why they seek to slay the righteous. But guess what? They're going to fail because the Lord is protecting, right? That's why it says, blessed is the man that feareth the Lord. So the Lord protects those that fear him. The scriptures tell you that. And that brings us to the end of the book of Psalms, the 112th chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. Closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Racha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.